A pleasant good evening to each and everyone in Georgetown, Guyana, the diaspora and elsewhere. Friends all, there are so many things to talk about. I don't know which way to start, where to begin. But before I continue, I am asking all of you to subscribe to this channel and press the bell so you will get the next one that I put out. Many of my friends and family on both sides of the fence, Indian and blacks, said to me, "Cousin, why are you fighting behind Guyana? It's a lost cause. You see what's going on." The Indian one said, "We are Indian and we cannot change." The black side said the same thing but in different words. I asked why. They said, excuse me, the mind of the people was already poisoned and they grew up in it. This can't change. We need the next generation. What amazed me, I look at the result of the election. I want to congratulate Mr. Norton for holding Georgetown, Mackenzie, and New Amsterdam. The reason why I said that, everybody knows the stronghold of the country is the cities, and most blacks are living there, and most happens to be the PNC members, even though many will have mixed feelings. And the East Indian blacks, many are Indian who will vote for Indian like themselves, unless they are educated enough to understand race and religion does not put you no way. But at the same time, things happen. Friends, I want to take this time to congratulate all those who didn't go to the polls. While the nation was mourning the death of those 20 children, and many more might die as we are sitting talking today, due to the fire in the Durham, a temporary prison, as I will call it, when you can lock up the windows with iron bars and the gate with iron bars with lock, as it was told, it's alleged, then I call that a prison and a sentence without a charge or a reason. I wish if we can turn back the clock, but we claim we want to protect the nation, children, because many people, men going there to have sex with them. It's alleged, according to information, that people writing media was doing it and policemen was also doing it. It's alleged. Now, it will not be hard for me to say I can't believe that, because knowing the kind of police officers we got, and they believe and how they live and what goes on, anything is possible. Especially when I receive some video footage from the highway of protest and see 5, 6 police officers, big strapping young men, black, how they're handling these protesters. And a woman was grazed with a bullet to her neck. Now, since when protesting is against the law, providing you are not fighting, breaking up properties and doing anything, peaceful protest the late Mahatma Gandhi conquered India with, and many others in South Africa with Mandela, with the priest Tutu, who depart from this world, and many other places. I have seen a lot in this world that I travel and I walk through. Today I ask many questions. Why this election could not have been put over for a later day while the nation was mourning the death of the indigenous people, the first people of Guyana. But it showed disrespect from the two major races. The black leaders want power. The Indian leaders want power. In a country does not belong to y'all because y'all say it, not me. When you're claiming emancipation from slavery and you're free, you should go back to whatever country you came from if you are the one that was a slave. But when you were born in British Guyana, you cannot go back from a country where your ancestor came from unless you go to visit or unless they accept you. And what you all do not know, Guyana was owned by the British that was owned many parts of Africa where your ancestor came from, such as Ghana, Nigeria, Freetown, and many, many more that I will not mention because it's of no use to y'all, even India. I ask many questions. If God, Bhagwan or Allah, should allow you, the priest, the pandit, and the imam to enter heaven with your family and give y'all some land, will y'all throw Muhammad out? Jesus, Moses, Ram or Krishna, whoever is your prophet in the Hindu side, or Hanuman? I think you will be in for a fall worse than the devil. My friends, Burma is chasing the Indian out, burning the building, beating them, killing them, raping them, like what happened in Guyana in the 60s. The only thing is, y'all was not chased out. Idi Amin chased out close to 1 million. When will we stop this nonsense worldwide? Stop this tribal affair. Stop this caste system. And if we as Indian or blacks are going to claim the two major things, emancipation and day of arrival, then it might be easy for the UN and others to offer you all a flight back to Africa or India. Because you are the inheritance of everything. Burnham ruled that country, the PMC, for 28 years. Height was far different. It was not easy for other races, you African descendant emancipated, great children of emancipation, how you treat the native and others. And you Indian, East Indian, as you arrive, as you say, your ancestor gone, but you're going back home. I got both of you blood in me, but I'm trying to question the English language while I do this to you. How would you all feel to know what you all are doing? Is that right? Why y'all don't go back and leave the native Indian into their country? Some black people call me on my phone and say, Karaya, why are you attacking? They walk man, they're running the bush, they don't know nobody. They can't read and write. Some Indian call and say the same thing. And so when you give them a battle rum, you could do them anything. Friends, there were laws. The British had specifically put there that if you had been caught with an Amerindian drinking, you would get a fine and get jail, but you would be charged. But I ask many questions and I want to know who's right and who's wrong. Sometimes I wonder if these Guyanese, Indian and black will be, if God will give any one of you a chance in heaven, since knowing how you all are covetous, vindictive and corrupt and racial at the same time. Y'all may not like it, but learn one thing. What goes up must come down. And what goes around will come around. For those judges and magistrates, prosecutor and police that are taking side with corrupt businessmen to lock up innocent people, may the great God curse your generation, that they must be before you and suffer so you can see, and even you before your eyes close, because you all are unjust to people. For the police who are beating and shooting because you have a gun and you have a staff and the uniform give you the right, that's not policing work, man. That's not police work. Did any one of you beat those people who was in Edmore the other day, breaking up stall, beating those Indians, breaking up all their stall, burning up their car? No. Y'all didn't do it. Y'all dare not do it. My friends, there is a God. I keep warning the Guyana government. Mr. Ali. I see you doing the moonwalk. Well, let me be honest with you. You are far from the glare of the moon. You come from a good family, but it seems like the presidential title is getting to your head. Please, don't let Allah get angry with you, because He can do what nobody else can do. I beg of you, hold your country together. Make a good judicial system which will not be controlled by government or politicians, and change the constitution that no man or woman is above the law. What goes to the ordinary man must go to the politician too. And all civil servants must be given rights. If they don't have a house, they must get land to build a house with 50 to 75,000 US per family. And if they have a house, then you must give them at least the 75,000 because you already got, but you write off the tax from the yearly house cost for a number of years. But both two races, Guyanese, Indian and black, unite for God's sake. I congratulate those who didn't go to the poll. And for all the money that you all spend, galvanizing the crowd, making big parade, what did y'all accomplish? Y'all are not ashamed? So that is why I'm saying to y'all, I written a song last night about it. And I was asked by a friend not to sing it or not to talk about it till we put it in a record. Because he says it's a good piece about your country. But I'm asking you, the decent blacks, the decent Indian, come together quick. It's only the two you got the problem. And let it be known that every police station would have a roster with the police them at present. And the commander. Y'all are not running away. Every police station will have to hand over that roster when the time comes to choose the police them. And a lie detector test shall and will be given unto you. And every station and every police present and past, your picture will be in all the news and all the newspaper for days, weeks, or months, that if anybody can identify any one of you with any crime that was committed against an innocent soul. Sometimes in life, we say, leave it to God, vengeance is His. But His Son Jesus says, do unto others as you would like them do unto you. I believe in that teaching. And I ask Christians many questions, and I'm a priest. God is so loving, so great. He drowned the world and only saved 8. A man, his wife, and his couple of children. 1 perished according to the Bible, if I remember right. And He is God. Nobody raped him or her. Nobody pissed on him or accused him. But you accuse His prophet. You nailed Jesus on the cross, as they say. Muhammad declared war to protect his rights. That the Mahabharat war is wealth, as according to my information. And many more. Which God are you, the Muslim son? And you, the Hindus? And you, the Christians? My friends, whatever wrong you all do will come back to haunt your children and your grandchildren. And you who are taking Indian people money, business, corrupt people to bribe magistrate and judge, prosecutor, police to lock up innocent people, your days are coming, man. You're not going to escape it. Trust me. I was made to understand from some people who came out of Guyana the other day, it's alleged that AIDS virus are plenty in Guyana, herpes, and other things. And it's an epidemic. So for you, the man who got your young wife going and mess around, picking up the disease and give it to your wife, you are wrong. And if the government hospital got a lot of you, they should publish your name and the picture of you to protect the innocent children on the street, especially in a country where hunger take effect and a young woman will do anything to accomplish a few dollars to take care of herself and her children if she have any. For a mother will do anything for the protection of her children, risking her life by picking up a disease that will wipe her out. And if you are a man and you have a wife and you're having problem, why you got to beat her and kill her, burn her and burn the house? Get off of that. You don't want to leave her. And you, the women, stop going to the Kalimai church and the Obia man to Obia your husband and fight for property that don't belong to him or you. We are all human here. I have seen a case somewhere on the East Coast where a man died a couple of weeks ago, have wife and children, and the dead man's sister is fighting for the property. You need a government, Ali, but to put an end to that. But every guy needs family. Man, woman, and child, some may got more. Must be given piece of land to build a house, not squatters or renters. And no Amerindian, no indigenous race have a right to squat or rent. They have a right to get a piece of land any way they desire. Is their country, providing if the land that they want is not being used for education, hospital, or anything of importance. It's the people's country. We come out of India, but we still sing Kaise Bani. The black people came out of Africa, but I never hear them sing the African chant, Chi, Ga, or whatever other language. They speak fluent English. The only thing they got is Kwekwe. And my friends, they are good amongst both of you. But I want you all to know, with the rate y'all are going, killing out each other, lying to each other, man like Mohan Lal who say he buy a dam, egress and address dam. And people who are pulling out people surveying polls. When the time comes, the surveyor all will be tried. And if proven guilty, y'all will not like the law. I call upon you all to unite and stop it. Stop thieving land, stop thieving people transport, stop robbing them. But Mr. Norton, good luck to you. Y'all have my number, call me, and we will talk. Let's form a national front government where black people, Indian, Chinese, Portuguese mix, and Amerindian will be treated as one Guyana. That's the only solution. We're tired with black people rule, coolie people rule. Okay? Why y'all afraid of that? I leave y'all in the hands of God and time. Once again, thank you, and I am your host, George Correa. Good night.